Hey, it's Aja. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna stop explaining what this channel is about. I assume if you're here for the journey. So, because what this channel is about changes every freaking 2 seconds. Sorry, I got distracted trying to figure out if this bug is alive or something else. Like, what is that? What is that? Anyway, yeah, so if you're here, I assume you're here for the journey. I am about to go for a run. That's why I have my handy dandy running vest on. This one is not weighted. It just helps me carry things with me, like my phone, my headphone case, my key to my car, my knife. It helps me carry all of those things so that I can run without them bouncing and jiggling, blah blah blah. It's supposed to also hold a water pouch, but I don't have the water pouch on today because I'm not gonna probably run that long, for one, and for two, I have water in the car. It should be fine. Today's video is about my newest journey. Those of you who know, I work for an airline as a flight attendant. Oh, these dogs are noisy. Hopefully you can ignore them and still listen to me. Anyways, if you don't already know this, I am a flight attendant. I work for an airline. My airline is currently going through some bankruptcy and financial issues, and therefore my job has been insecure. I have been experiencing job insecurity. And while I'm really grateful to some of the senior flight attendants who chose to be voluntarily furloughed, which allowed me to keep my job for now, it's not working for me. I need more. I need not only to not have that job insecurity, I also need to feel a little bit more purpose in my career. I need to feel like I am in a job I can be at, and that can be my career for the rest of my life. That is a desire of my heart. I no longer long for marriage. That used to be my number one priority of what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a wife. I'm over it. Being a wife would be cool, but it's no longer the number one desire of my heart because treating that like my number one priority has never brought me a marriage. First and foremost, it hasn't gotten me married. I'm not married. I've never been married. But also, it always leads to regret because later on, whenever I don't have that person in my life anymore, I just think about the opportunities I missed because I was with them. Not opportunities to be involved romantically with other people, but just opportunities in general. There have been times when I didn't take certain jobs, or didn't take a job as far as I could have, or didn't save money, or didn't go on a trip, or didn't experience different life experiences because I was wrapped up in another person. So I won't be doing that again. But there is a job that I am trying to get right now. It's the most excited I've been for a job in a long time. Now, I will say the last year, there was a different job I was trying to get. And I kept saying, oh, I'm going through all this physical fitness, blah, 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 so that I can get this job. I failed, guys. I was not successful. I did not get that job. And I did mourn already. I already went through the phases of grief with that and all that. We're done feeling sorry for ourselves. Time to get back into the groove of things. And the fun thing is that the job that I'm trying to get now, I'm actually feeling like it's more aligned with who I am as a person. It's gonna be a better career for me than the other one that I was working so hard for. So let me tell you what it is, because the last job that I was really working hard trying to get was, I wanted to be in the FBI. And unfortunately, I was not successful in passing their fitness test, and not only was I was getting close, but then they changed the standards and I was no longer close and I ran out of time to prepare. I did not successfully get into the FBI. But now I have a new goal, I have a new job in mind, and I think it's even more aligned with my purpose and my skill set and everything that I can do and like to learn and will do better in the future. And that is that I am going to join the Navy. I think it's really bold of me to even say this and admit it on the internet, because if I don't get in, it'll be embarrassing. But I also think it's important for me to say it and admit it on the internet, because I've made this channel all about pivoting at any age and pursuing goals and taking on different challenges and journeys. And if I don't show you my failures, then I can't stand there and be like, no, trying is more important than succeeding. Getting out there and putting in effort and trying some shit is the journey. That is the important part. Getting to the finish line is not the journey. The journey is the journey, and it is the point of life. And I can't confidently say that stuff if I don't also share my failures as well as my successes. So, bam, I shared it. I failed at getting into the FBI. I'm planning to succeed at getting into the Navy. And I'm still on my fitness journey because obviously the Navy also has a fitness requirement. And I've been unfit my entire life until this year. So a lot of you might be surprised by that, because I've always looked slimmish. I had a thick phase, but even in my thick phase, I looked like the physical shape of a person who works out. And I did work out, but not consistently. And more importantly than that, I wasn't taking care of my diet. I'm still kind of not great on diet. But overall, what I'm getting at is that I'm trying a new thing. I'm going for a new goal. Don't wish me luck, actually, because luck doesn't exist. Just hope for them to see in me what I see in myself, and hope for me to continue believing in myself and therefore working hard. Because one of the things about me is that I am such an optimist that sometimes it holds me back. Maybe my optimism about my own fitness level previously caused me to believe that I could attain a fitness prowess that wasn't reasonable in the time given. Or maybe it was reasonable and I lack the foundation, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm working hard towards something that I think is really meaningful and worth doing. So root for me in the comment section if you can, if you will, if you have it in your heart. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, this may be not the time to do that, because, you know, if I do get accepted into the Navy, I will be going to Navy officer candidate school, which is like 13 weeks of offlineness. I won't be updating to the YouTube channel. So if you can't handle my long hiatuses that I'm always taking, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But if you want to see the journey and see, like, you know, how it ends up and whether I make it or not, you know, subscribe, tap in, you know. I always come back. Even though I take breaks and I take hiatuses and I leave the platform, but I always come back. Okay, so bye.